Um, Thank you, Professor Akhtar, uh, and other colleagues. This is first program for this new academic year 2021-22. And nowadays, the IIC in the colleges are playing important role because due to pandemic, it is expected that uh, it may hamper the jobs. But if the masses decides to set up new business units, in that case, the situation can be brought to a situation where uh, the new jobs can be there. So, with this background in mind, uh, I requested Professor Ravinder Kaur to take charge of IIC and uh, make a new beginning in this area so that our students and the participants of the IIC committee can be motivated to set up new business units. Um, this is the first program whereby you will be given the insights of setting up units, developing new ideas, so that you are in a position to set up your own units. You will be taught the various aspects which are very crucial for setting up of the business, like the original idea of what is to be done to the organization or what is your product. Then for that purpose, how we are going to get the finances, then how the various other resources like uh, plant and machinery, uh, various furnitures, the land, building, etc., are organized in such a manner that it comes out to a viable business unit. I hope with this uh, IIC chapter, uh, we are going to get lot of information, lot of inputs for this objective. Uh, with this, I congratulate the IIC chapter of the college to have begun the program in the right earnest, and all the best to all the participants. I expect that after the end of this IIC, if one student is motivated to set up new business unit, that will be great. I expect more than one, but uh, to be modest, at least one should be there. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, and thank you for always encouraging such activities. They are really beneficial for all of us. In the end of the session, we will provide a feedback form, and certificates will be given only to those who fill the form. And now I request Dr. Ravinder Ma'am, convener of IIC DDUC and one of the most brilliant professors, to proceed the meeting. Ma'am, you're muted.
A very good evening to everyone. Before I actually welcome the guest of our day, I want to put forward a word of thanks to our principal, respected principal, Professor Hemchand Jan, who really showed trust in me and had confidence in me that I would be able to lead this MOE DDUC IIC chapter. So I extend my heartfelt gratitude, and at the same time, I'm very thankful to my entire team who has really cooperated with me, and we have started with our first program. I hope with the same team, and not to forget the efforts put up by the student convener Rashi Pandey, who at such a short notice, she did everything. So lots of accolades and encouragement is required to her, is given to her. And now I would introduce the guest of the day, the speaker of the day, Dr. Dheeraj Malhotra. I extend a very warm welcome to him on behalf of the entire organizing committee of MOE IIC chapter of our college. Uh, Dr. Dheeraj Malhotra is the guest of our day, is the speaker, the resource person for today's orientation session. He is a Google certified educator and a senior faculty from Vivekanand Institute of Professional Studies, Guru Gobind Singh Indraprasth University. He has been awarded the Innovation Ambassadors Badge among 2,260 faculty members after getting shortlisted by the Ministry of Education's Innovation Cell and All India Council of Technical Education out of a pool of 29,000 applicants across India. Congratulations, Dr. Dheeraj, for this achievement. His research publications are refereed and are highly cited in reputed indexing platforms such as Web of Science, Scopus, Google Scholar, and Mendeley Stats. The Association of Indian Management Schools awards Dr. Malhotra the Best Research Paper Award of the year 2019. He has authored 4 books, and one of his books, titled Data Structures and Program Design Using C, is listed and referred by reputed Cornell University, USA. He has recently been granted a research patent on a supply chain management system using machine learning and blockchain technologies by the Government of Australia. He is a recipient of the Best PhD Thesis Award from the University of Kota. And to add to the list, he is also a recipient of a letter of appreciation from DRDO, Government of India, for the significant research contribution in computer sciences. And he has been delivering a series of lectures pertaining to the topics like big data analytics, innovation management in various universities. And it's our pleasure today that he is amongst us to tell us all about the various activities of IIC, to make us familiar about them. So he would be speaking about 360-degree cycle of learning for a deep understanding of innovation management, thereby familiarizing us with the various activities of Ministry of Education under the aegis of IIC. I extend a very warm welcome, and the entire platform is yours, Dr. Dheeraj. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, ma'am. I suppose I am audible.
Yeah, you are audible.
So good afternoon, one and all. I'm Dr. Dheeraj Malhotra from Vivekananda Institute of Professional Studies. I would like to thank Principal DDUC, Professor Jain, and IIC convener, Dr. Ravinder Kaur, ma'am, for inviting me in today's session. I would like to thank all other members of organizing committee and IIC DDUC for providing all the logistic support for organizing today's session. I'm grateful to AICT and Ministry of Education Innovation Cell for assigning me this responsibility of being innovation ambassador, and due to which I got this opportunity to interact with you all. So thanks so much. Now let us start. I would like to share my screen. I hope screen is visible to all.
Yes, sir.
It's visible.
So being a member of IIC framework, lot many students were inquiring me regarding IIC, role of their institution as IIC, and hand-holding support provided by Government of India to convert their ideas into businesses or startups. So as clear from the title of today's session, it's all about innovation management. And we are going to cover all these agendas. We will first discuss what is innovation, what are various types of innovation. Then we will discuss innovation management, especially in context of corporates, why it is essential for corporates. And then we will also learn about life-saving innovations during COVID. Further, we will discuss about IIC and MIC initiatives to support 360-degree innovation in startup and DVS. Then we will also learn about some of the student innovations and further how to get the support and guidance for your future endeavors. So at first, what exactly is innovation? In simple words, innovation is practical implementation of ideas to bring out new products, new services, which are more convenient and more comfortable to the end user. And what should be the basis of innovation? This is one point to be discussed. So there is something called experience, or you can say old assumptions. And on the other hand, we have something called disruption. So innovation should be based on disruption of the market. Disruption simply means something groundbreaking, which nobody can expect as usual. So in order to better clear my point, I would like to take an example of communication. Communication, as you all know, it's basically exchange of messages. So right from beginning, using birds for communication, then this kind of machines called as telegraph, then we have used this type of rotary phones, and then walkie talkies, pagers, email, and normal phone, and now right now we are using smartphones and smart wearables. And here is the timeline. So if you notice, all are solving the same purpose of communication, but given a choice, if you get a choice that which one you would like to use right now, so I don't think so I need to tell which one is the best choice. So in order to better understand the meaning of disruption, let us take an example. For example, if certain company has monopoly in manufacturing these type of devices, these type of rotary telephone devices, and some new startup want to disrupt the market to break the monopoly of existing company, then one might think, okay, they are producing this dial type of phones. Let us now put some buttons. If they are producing some boring type of colors like black and white, we will put some, good colors. So this is just improvement. You cannot expect disruption of the market. Okay. So when you are at this stage and you are thinking about something called smartphones, then it may be called as disruption. One more example I would like to take, that is of Nokia. So I think all of you must be aware regarding Nokia. Once it was a market leader in mobile phone market. I think in the time slot of around 2000 to 2010, nobody could ever thought that yes, some organization can ever beat Nokia in the mobile phone market within India. But at that time, Nokia refused innovation in the form of Android. They thought, okay, they had that basic assumption, okay, our operating system is best. Can anybody tell me what was the name of that OS that Nokia used to put in their mobile phones? Anybody?
Symbian, I think so.
Symbian.
Yes, yes.
Symbian.
So it was Symbian. So they were very much, they had that experience that, okay, we are very popular with this Symbian phone. What is the need of adopting that Android or like that? So rest is the history. Now they are trying to come back, but that monopoly is not there. So through this example, I would like to highlight that innovation is so much important, even if you are, well-established corporate. And even if you join some company and as an employee, then also you need to think innovatively to support the over objective of your company. So not just Nokia, there are a lot many examples like Kodak. And we will not discuss much about failures of certain organization. We will discuss in today's session about how certain companies got so much of success by following the idea of innovation. So lot many students come to me, they ask, okay, sir, for innovation, we need to have large amount of money. So the answer is no. Then they usually ask me, okay, we need to be, quite brainy, somebody like Steve Jobs. Again, the answer is no. So at first, we need to understand that innovation is approachable, it's feasible, it's doable. Everyone can do it. You and I, anybody can do it. But we need to have that aptitude. So people usually ask me, okay, then how we can get the idea of, where we can innovate and how we can think innovatively. So it's very simple. What we need to notice the problems that our society is facing. So I think you all must have heard that line that आवश्यकता ही आविष्कार की जननी है. Avashyakta means needs, and need arises out of problems. So if you notice the problems in which you're in the society around you, then you can always think innovatively. So let us take a view of certain problems that we as a country faced recently. So in 2008, when Lehman Brothers in US collapsed, then the entire stock market was shocked, and there is and that effect is continued up till 2010 to 2011 in India, and when there was high inflation and high interest rate, so everybody was saying, oh, बहुत महंगाई हो गई. So then in 2013 we faced rupee dollar crisis. There was huge fluctuation, and it's still continuing. If you had noticed that recently, though, I heard that even Bangladeshi currency, that is taka, is also competing with rupee. So then in 2014, there was uncertainty of elections, who will win. Businesses were confused whether to invest or not. Then NDA came, and then we heard somewhere that, okay, अच्छे दिन आने वाले हैं. But in 2016, we faced demonetization. In 2018, then there is GST. In 2020, I need not to tell the problems still we are facing. So the summary is that all these problems are coming time to time. Even our Shastra says, Padam Padam Yad Vyabdam Na Tesham Nanak Dukhya Sab Samsara. In simple words, we cannot avoid all these problems. We need to learn how to navigate through it. And innovation is the key in which we can devise various solutions. Next is innovation management in corporates. So I just told, through quality improvement, you can survive in the market. But if you transform the quality, if you disrupt the market, then you can have that exponential growth, that J-shaped curve. If you really want to break the monopoly of some company, you need to transform the quality. You need to disrupt the market. Now there is something called R&D department-based innovation. Whenever I talk with students, this kind of picture usually come in their mind. Okay, for innovation, there must be some scientists sitting in the lab. They have certain beakers putting chemical from one beaker to another. Okay, yes, this is one type of innovation, research and development, and government is spending a lot on such type of innovations. But in the developed world, they focus more on cultural and DNA-based innovation. The idea is that innovation should be put into the DNA of each and every employee of each and every department. Means innovation should not be responsibility of only one isolated department known as R&D department. So it should be in each and every department. So for as an employer, you can think, if you establish R&D department in your organization, you need to pay huge salary. But for this DNA-based innovation, you just need to incentivize your employees, so they will come to you by their own. Okay sir, ऐसा है, हम ऐसा आइडिया लगाते हैं तो we can improve our product. हम इस तरीके से competition को beat कर सकते हैं. They will themselves come to you. They will not just simply sit in the cubicles or wherever they have that thing and they waiting for their salary. When they know that yes, they would be appreciated with some incentives. So that's why most of the organization, most of the MNCs, they focus more on cultural and DNA-based innovation. So incentive should decrease the cost to the company. It should increase the customer satisfaction. It should improve the market growth and revenue. The incentive should be given at every initiative, not at success. So all these things we need to keep in mind whenever we are joining some corporate. For this, as an employer, we need to develop blame-free culture with deep listening. We need to stop assumption and judgment. Only then people can take new initiative. One thing which all of us must have noticed, that people usually fear from taking new initiatives. Why? Due to fear of all these things, that they may be blamed if the idea is not successful, and they might not be appreciated. If everything goes well, then it's okay. But if anything goes here and there, then you are responsible. So his fault, her fault, this type of culture we need to avoid. then only your competition will decrease in the market. And rather than saying your competition will decrease, I would like to say that you would be more strengthened in the market. Now, there is something called distribution network based innovation. This type of innovation is usually employed by companies like Oppo and Vivo. They have not developed any new phone. They basically focus more on, attracting the intermediaries, the distributors, the salespeople. And most of you must have noticed, whenever we go to buy phone in offline markets, then salespeople usually like to pull us towards certain brands. है ना सर, क्यों जा रहे हो एप्पल की तरफ? What is the need to buy Samsung? इसमें उससे ज़्यादा फीचर्स हैं, कम पैसों में है. So why? Because of this distribution network innovation working behind. In Xiaomi, all of you must be aware, they also work well on something called price responsive innovation. They have worked how to reduce the cost of their product. And that's why Xiaomi is, it's a market leader in mid-sized phone segment, smartphone segment. Now, when we talk about innovation, then we usually fear from failures. So I would like to share the experience of Edison. Before inventing a bulb, he said that I have not failed. I have just found 10,000 ways that would not work. So he tried with different ways, and he then put across this particular statement. Moreover, I usually notice people fear from product innovation. They usually think, okay, until or unless we cannot blow a bulb like Edison, or we cannot, fly a plane like Wright brothers, we can't be innovative. See, product innovation is not the only type of innovation. People usually ask, I am not from engineering background, I am from commerce field, I am from basic sciences, how I can do innovation, how I can think like engineering. Let me tell you, I usually interact with BTech students. They also think like this. They also think that that PhD researchers can only innovate, how we can innovate. So thing is not like that. So even if you don't like to go for product innovation, there are various types of innovation that must match your field. You may be from management, you may be from arts, you may be from basic sciences. So these are various types of innovation you can always try around you in your organizations. So I would like to take example to better clear my point. There is something called economies of scale. You can make this economies of scale as your product for innovation. What does it mean? Let me take example. Brands like Walmart, Big Bazaar, D-Mart, they do this economies of scale. What they usually do, they buy in bulk at low prices and then sell at low prices. This is their innovation only. They are not manufacturing those products which you go to buy from Big Bazaar. Okay. So basically, they want to pull the customers out of the local shops. And old people like to go usually to nearby shops, but youngsters, they know, okay, we will find more variety, we will find less priced products there. So that is, this economies of scale is working there. So you can think like this. Then national sentiment, you can make this national sentiment as your product for innovation. And the best example is Baba Ramdev ji. Who doesn't know him? So he basically worked on sentiment based innovation. He picked the sentiment of Indians. Okay, people don't like Chinese, they don't want to see something like PRC written or made in China. That's why he started writing made in Bharat. So Patanjali is the brand. Okay, he collaborated with BSNL for having this mobile SIMs. Then he also worked on Kimbo Messenger for as a competition for WhatsApp. Recently, he was in a news while he was trying to prove that Swadeshi Ayurveda is better than foreign allopathy. Okay, and to prove that coronal kit is better for COVID treatment. So as you can notice, that national sentiment can be picked as a product of innovation also. Then manufacturing efficiency. Brands like McDonald's, Domino's, they worked on this part. All of you must have heard 30 minutes delivery or your pizza is free. Many of you must be praying that, oh, aaj to late ho hi jaye, aa hi jaye, aaj pizza free. But they don't let you. Okay? So this is what they have worked on, that how they have, innovated their manufacturing processes so that they can, earn the confidence of their consumers. Then accreditation. Educational institutions like your and mine college, we have various type of accreditations like NAC, NBA. Even in corporates, we have CMM levels. So all these are earned in order to create a market barrier so that your competition cannot enter and you can well differentiate yourself in the market. So all these are just ideas wherever from, irrespective of the stream in which you are, currently studying or you are teaching, or in which you, irrespective of the stream in which you are trying to make your career, you can always innovate. Then Amazon case study I like most. They worked on sales and delivery channel innovation. I don't know how many of you are aware that Amazon was initially an online book selling store only. They were selling only books. And the idea is that people should not go to libraries, people should not go to offline markets to buy the book. And that's why they want that, okay, you order book from your home and we will deliver to you at home. Then they brought Kindle, in which you can have virtual learning, and now you need not to, even order the physical book. And then now Amazon Go, these are the stores across US they are opening. You need not to have, credit cards or debit cards to purchase. Only your mobile NFC is enough to purchase. So now the idea is so successful, they are working in various product lines. And Amazon, I don't think so anybody need introduction. So they worked on sales and delivery channel innovation. Okay, there used to be time when we, used to listen music from cassettes, CDs or DVDs. And just imagine if you have some favorite song from some old movie, then you need to buy the complete CD. Then Apple iTunes came. They said, okay, you want one song, why you are spending, for whole CD? You just pay for one song, okay? So they worked on something called revenue model innovation. After then Spotify came. They said, okay, Apple is charging you so much. Why you are paying so much? You just come to us. We will give you all the music free of cost, but we will show you some ads because we also need to pay to music creator. No? Then they brought something called freemium. I hope all those of you who are using Spotify. Now they have paid user also who don't like ads. So this is called revenue model innovation. See, they are not creating music. Somebody else is creating music. Somebody else is listening to music. They are just working on revenue model. So innovation could be done here also. Now, this is the image which is put by one of my HR friend on LinkedIn. And this pic has got, very deep meaning. And that's why I like to put here also. The rate at which innovation is taking place in the market. So if you imagine the job queue after a span of 20 to 30 years, this might be the scenario in which your employer or your HR must be asking you, okay, why should not we hire this robot? Why we should hire you? So you need to learn that, yes, we have to compete with art machines, because artificial intelligence and machine learning, they are working so fast, they are getting, improved or developed so much that they are not far behind. So that's why innovation is also important. So the next session is all about innovations during COVID. Now, one question is, what makes an innovation a great innovation? What is the difference between innovation and a great innovation? A great innovation is one that is just in time, and even the life-saving innovations, which recently saved lot many lives, that we are going to learn here. So I just like to show this video to you.
It's a pandemic. The business has really taken off.
A video voice is audible.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Technology has been around for a while. But during the pandemic, it started to realize its considerable potential. With social distancing the new normal, health systems around the world are now looking at drones as a new and better way to deliver products, such as blood, cancer treatments, and vaccines.
Okay, so drone technology is not a new technology, but thinking in that direction, that yes, we can use drones, beyond clicking photographs in functions or dropping explosives in the enemy's territory. These people have thought that we can use it positively to save lot many lives when we are short of time and social distancing is also required and you need to deliver something urgently at some place. So healthcare systems across the world, they are using this technology for saving lives. This is one really unique innovation. One more thing which I have noticed, that whenever you start thinking innovatively, then people around you, they normally discourage you. Uh, not It's not like that they don't want their progress or something, because they cannot think. I was reading somewhere about Wright brothers. When they were thinking that some machine could fly like birds or can carry passengers from one place to another, then even their own family members, they discourage them that this is not feasible. Why you are wasting time on all these issue things? And okay, it's about Wright brothers. You might think that we have not met, we never met with them. How we can think, how we can consider this is truth? But about these vaccines, uh, all of you must be aware, when these vaccines were initially introduced in India, then people were so reluctant to take vaccines. There were a lot of rumors, this will happen, that will happen, we should not go, this disease will come, these are not well tried, or lot many things, even still. But you can now notice that there is shortage of vaccines. Even few days back, there were, for age group 18 to 44, it was not possible to easily book the slot on COVID. So yes, whenever you start thinking in innovative direction, people may discourage you. Don't get discouraged. Don't think only people discourage me. No, it's everywhere, because we all have read that property of inertia in basic physics. You must have read about inertia. Everybody has that property. I don't want to change. I want to stay as it is. Why to put effort to change? That's why people usually resist innovations. This is the main thing. So Bharat Biotech, I hope all of you must be aware that this is completely indigenous vaccine, and this AstraZeneca, that is a European vaccine, popularly known as Covishield. They are saving lot many lives. So then what was happening in IITs? Let's see. So initially, in initial months of 2020, when a nationwide lockdown was just announced, just like government of India right now thinking about how to vaccinate so huge population, at that time government was worried how to carry out the testing of such a huge population. So at that time, IIT Guwahati, they worked out two real-time PCR machines, PCR testing machines. How many of you know what is the full form of PCR? RT-PCR test. Most of you must be aware. If you know, you can type in the chat box what is the full form of PCR. So at that time, in initial months of 2020, around March or April, they designed these machines that can analyze 2,000 samples in 24 hours. Not only that, they also designed few robots to deliver food to patients in isolation wards and to assist doctors. Let's have a look at the technology.
To check your body temperature. Your temperature is measured as 101 degrees Fahrenheit. Do you have any specific symptoms like throat pain, cough, or cold? Yes, I have cold and fever. Okay, I have done with your screening. You will have to consult with doctor immediately. Your current details have been sent to District Health Administration. You may receive a call soon.
So recently, when second wave came, uh, all of us have noticed that our medical infrastructure was so overloaded. So technology is assisting our frontline workers in this way, that they are referring patient to correct department, to COVID department or non-COVID or whatever. So technology is also playing essential roles, and IITs are playing key role in that. And IIT Hyderabad, one of the youngest IIT, not so well known like IIT Bombay or IIT Delhi. So they suggested a cheaper alternative to ventilators. Ventilator, I hope all of you must be aware, that assist in breathing. So they designed a bag wall mask under the guidance of Professor Ishwaran. And the major strength is that the original ventilator machine can cost you around 5 lakh. But this device is costing just 5,000 a device. So 1 by 100 of the cost of original machines solving the same purpose. So just like his name, Professor Ishwaran has done a great job. Then this Corona oven, the prototype was developed by IIT Roorkee. And IIT Bombay, one of the dream destination of single rank holders of JE. Everybody wish to go, that computer science and engineering branch they wish to pursue from IIT Bombay. So they developed an app called Quarantine to track the coronavirus carriers so that they can confine within restricted zone called containment zones. So later on, they merged this module with the Arogya Setu app, which all of us have in our mobile nowadays. IIT Delhi. If we talk about IITs and don't talk about IIT Delhi, it's unfair. So IIT Delhi, they also developed, PCR testing kit, and this is IIT Delhi is the first academic institute whose product is approved by the ICMR and Drug Controller Journal of India. This is very big thing because designing and developing something is one way, and getting its approval to use on humans is another thing, and that too at a base price of around 400 only, when the original test was costing around 4500 in the market. So all these IITs really deserve a big applause. Not just IITs, even doctors at AIMS and some Stanford alumnus also worked hard together, and they brought out this particular device you must have observed in your neighborhood area. So when we were sitting in our homes, somewhere some people are working 24 by 7 to implement all these innovations which we just saw. And all these innovations deserve a big applause because they have saved lot many lives. Now the next question is whether we can be part of those teams who are developing all these type of innovations. How is it possible that if we can also be part of those teams? Yes, this is very much possible, and that is possible only through your institution. So your institution, which is also we can call here ISC, Institution Innovation Council, we will just learn what exactly is that is. So uh, Ministry of Education in 2018, they established Ministry of Education Innovation Cell with the idea to foster the culture of innovation in higher educational institutions. So they shortlisted few higher educational institutions and they designated them as IIC. Please note, when I'm saying MIC, it means Ministry of Education Innovation Cell. Okay. And when I'm saying IIC, it's basically a higher educational institution like your college, my college. So they are shortlisted as IIC by Ministry of Education Innovation Cell, MIC, to promote this innovation and startup and incubation and entrepreneurship type of activities. So the job of IIC is to sow and nurture the seeds of innovation and startup endeavors. These are various initiatives of MIC. We'll have glimpse of all of them. But before learning about them, it's a human nature. We should know what are the benefits to us. Why should we, get associated with the ISC? Why should we do all these things? So being a participant in ISC activities, whether you are a faculty, whether you are a student, you can always receive mentorship and guidance free of cost. Then you can receive funding and incubation linkage. You can receive innovation ambassador type badges. You can earn recognitions at regional and national levels. Faculty members, they can convert their master's or PhD thesis into startups, and even institutions can improve their NRIF rankings and ATAL rankings by promoting all these activities. Not just that, you can even have international exposures because MIC usually send their participants for field visits, and recently they send their participants to Canada and South Korea, obviously after shortlisting. So you can always be part of IIC and can go up to that level. Now, the very first initiative of MIC, that is Ministry of Innovation, Ministry of Education's Innovation Cell, is Institution Innovation Council, that is ISC. Okay, so as I just told, ISC is responsible for creating an environment that should promote innovation and startup culture. So they started in 2018-19 with just 967 ISCs, and right now they have more than 2,500 ISCs across the country. These are higher educational institutions. They are designated as ISCs, just like your college. And up till yet, there are 3 calendar activities held. In ISC 1 first calendar, they conducted 10,000 plus activities. In ISC second calendar, they conducted 26,500 activities. ISC third calendar is right now going on. It's quite COVID affected, and up till quarter third, they were able to manage more than 10,000 activities. Right now, quarter four is going on, and it is soon ending on 31st of July. And we will have ISC fourth calendar from August 1 onwards. So this is the impact of ISC. These are the number of students and faculty participants who got benefited from various, schemes of ISCs. Then this is another initiative of MIC known as National Innovation Contest, NIC. So till date, they conducted 2 NICs in 2019 and 2020. So here, both the events are compared. You can notice from bottom to top. In 2019, they got 4,000 ideas from students and faculty participants, but in 2020, they got around 30,000 ideas. And through various phases of proof of concept shortlisting, then business model shortlisting, they have shortlisted 24 teams in 2019 for funding, and in 2020 they shortlisted 127 teams for funding, and fortunately one team from my college also got shortlisted in these 127 teams. I would tell more about them. So you can notice various phases. In each phase, they are providing you workshops, they are providing you mentors, that too free of cost, to assist you. Even if you get fail at any step, they would like to give you another chance that you can improve further and can also cover the further steps. Then one more initiative is Innovation Ambassador Training. So faculty and student members both can pursue this. You can, subscribe to their YouTube channel for getting notification, and you can be in touch with the ISC cell of your institution. So in last Innovation Ambassador Training Program, the total participants who participated 29,373, and out of this, they shortlisted these many participants. And through this particular training program, they have noticed improved ISC performance, increased IP filing. So as a student or as a faculty, when you complete their training, you will get some certificate like this from MOE Innovation Cell and AICT. Also, you will have your public profile on MIC government website, something like this. Then one more initiative of MIC is National Innovation Startup Policy. And the idea is to promote startups and incubation within the campus itself for students and faculty of higher educational institutions. Similarly, Yukti 2.0 is also promoting idea of startup and innovation, but here they also facilitate you to connect with potential investors so that they can convert your idea or startup into a well-developed business. Now, this is something they call 360-degree innovation and startup support. They said that we will provide you 360-degree innovation and startup support through your ISC, through your educational institution. So here we have two cycles. One is known as 360-degree innovation support cycle. Another one is startup cycle. So initially you will enter this ISC from here with your idea, whether you are a faculty or a student. Initially they will organize field visits for you to identify your problem. Then they will help you to define your problem statement. Then they will arrange some design thinking workshops to further convert it into proof of concept. Then they will shortlist some good POCs, proof of concepts. Then they will identify the intellectual property component out of it. And then they will help you to develop it into a prototype. After then, you will enter into the startup cycle. Through regional mentoring sessions and national level boot camps, they will assist you to convert your idea into a well-developed startup. And for that, whatever you need training, you need funding, you need mentors, that would be provided by MIC via your ISC. The next initiative of MIC is KAPILA. KAPILA stands for Kalam Program for IP Literacy and Awareness. IP stands for intellectual property. So things like patents and copyrights, trademarks, they all come under intellectual property. So there are certain, interesting facts about IP. So China files more than 13 lakh patents annually, while USA files more than 6 lakhs. And here in India, we are filing just 46,000. And more importantly is that out of these, 65% are filed by Indians who are non-resident Indians, who may be students or PhD scholars pursuing their PhDs or higher education from universities in abroad. So uh, this is something painful. We are ranked number 2 in global population index. So we are very good in terms of population. We know, okay? But do you know what is our rank in global innovation index? Can anybody tell me? Please switch on your mic and tell me. What is our rank in global innovation index as a country? So we are at rank number 48. We are rank number 2 in global population index, but we are at rank number 48 in global innovation index. So in order to cover the gap, MIC and AICT, they have collaborated. So they are providing all the funding support so that you can file your patents. So they are providing 8,000 rupees for your patent application, then 20,000 rupees for patent examination. So that means 28,000 per application. And in each IIC, 10 applications could be filed. So there is 2,80,000 rupees funding for each and every IIC. So these are the dates. Funds are released quarterly. So if any of the faculty members or student members, they are thinking or they are planning or they have already planned, to file a patent, so you can always take benefit. It should be on the name of your institute. And more importantly, they usually fund Indian patents. Okay. So these are the dates you can notice and you can always take benefit of MIC. So one sigh of relief is that in last 6 years, before 6 years, so in 2015, we are at rank number 81 in Global Innovation Index. However, we are at rank number 48 and we should be in top 3 or 5 as per our population. And hopefully this idea of IICs will definitely improve our rank in the coming years. Myself even also collaborated with number of innovation ambassadors and we have worked on our patent, and fortunately it got accepted by the government of Australia. This is the certificate which we have recently got. So the experience was quite good, and it's about supply chain management system using machine learning and blockchain technology. So it's very much possible. So this is all about MIC and ISC. Now some participants might be thinking, okay, whether it is possible at our level. So we as a human normally have tendency that we learn from others' example. If we know that somebody of our age or somebody of our level is also doing. So here I am going to give few example of few students who have taken benefit of various MIC activities who were in my contact or who are in right now also in my contact from my college. So you can always take inspiration from them. So in Toycathon 2021, I hope you must have heard this word. It was in it was in news for quite a long time. It is actually an initiative of our Honorable Prime Minister of India under Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. And the idea is to challenge the young minds to come up with, physical or digital toys or games that should, be based on our Indian culture or Indian history, and that could assist the young generation. So one team from my college with 6 participants, they participated in Toycathon, and we developed a digital game to assist the students in easily learning social sciences. The idea was to use virtual reality and graphical technology so much in games so that user can experience various milestones of history so that he or she can learn the history easily, because it's a human tendency that whenever we experience something we can learn or keep things memorized for a long time. Okay, whenever you ask some little child that don't touch this beaker is hot or this item is hot, he or she will not get angry easily, but whenever he touches it and got hurt, then he or she will be able to remember it for a long time. So whenever we have experienced something, then we can keep it memorized for a long time. So the idea was well appreciated and it was shortlisted in grand finale. Then in NIC 2020, one of our project called Alzheimer Band, it's a combination of hardware and software to assist the Alzheimer patients. These patients usually have tendency to easily forget the path to their home. So we have designed hardware with GPS, and that is connected with mobile app so that we can track their location. And even that band has SOS button. They can always patient can always ping to their relatives. So idea was well appreciated, and in NIC 2020 this idea is shortlisted for funding support, and right now we are in touch with the MIC how to convert it into startup. Now how to develop our innovation quotient. So the easiest way which I found is that you can always write research papers. One of my student, Nikita Agarwal, a UG student, she wrote paper with me and one more faculty of our college, and fortunately we also won best research paper award for the same. And this research paper had helped her a lot. Actually she wanted to pursue her MS from Canada, and she got admission in Canada in Lambton College. And she told me that the kind of assignments which they were giving are also research based. So the base which she had formed here is actually helping. And lot many students from your college must be thinking about getting enrolled in higher studies in abroad. So let me tell you, whenever students come to us for writing LORs, letter of references, we usually notice those universities ask for your research potential. So if you have developed, if you have published some good papers or something like that, so that is going to assist you. And not just that, it would also help you in improving your research, in improving your innovation quotient. Even Government of India, in new education policy NEP 2020, they are also putting more focus on research in every UG and PG course. So one of my PG student also published paper in Scopus Index Springer proceeding through international conference. So all these are just examples that yes, common students of BCA, MCA, BTech, they are also doing all these things. So why not we can do? Now this is the Google Classroom which I have created for all the interested participants of your college. I would request Professor Ravinder and all other members of IC DDUC to join this group. You just need to install this app from App Store or Play Store and just put this joining code after clicking plus on right top corner. So here we can put various ISC notifications, various schemes coming up, and you can always discuss your queries for any kind of support from ISC members of your college or from me and other experts of this ISC domain. You can always take help from this Google Classroom, and this in turn will help us so that all like-minded participants who are having interest in these kind of things, innovation startups, so they are there at the common place, so we can always address them. We can always invite them for various ISC activities. So that's all from my side. If you have any queries, you can post them in chat box or you can switch on your mic. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dheeraj. It was actually a very insightful talk, in the sense you covered such a large bandwidth of things. You started with what innovation is, then different types of innovation, then how can students get involved in innovation, starting from how to be empathetic, seeing a pain point, coming out with the solutions. Then I really like that thing, innovation has to be in DNA. It may not be the research group only. It's through culture and through our makeup only, like how we are brought up. It's in our mind that every time we see a problem, we don't take it as a problem, we take it as an opportunity to come up with solutions, and thus come up with innovations, solving problems of the society, bringing a change, positive change. So that's really a very nice way of putting up things. And then you've told about the different initiatives of the Ministry of Education, how the students as well as faculty can be benefited. So it's a win-win situation for all of us. I think there's a room for all of us, for the faculty members, for the students, and for the institute as well. So it's a win-win situation for all of us, and there's so much to learn. I hope students now have got an insight about it. So one of our colleagues wants to know how innovation in social sciences or commerce and arts, like we can have innovations in them. Probably the mindset is that we have technological innovations where we always have some software or hardware. We are coming out with product or a system or a process which is based on programming. So that's a technical point. But how we actually go in for an entrepreneurship or innovation in terms of students who belong to humanities stream or commerce stream?
Okay, so I told within my presentation only that product innovation, that is technical innovation, is not the only type of innovation. I was highlighting relationship innovation or a distribution network based innovation. Okay, so if you are from management background or if you are from humanities background, depending on the kind of organization in which you are employed, you can always find the scope of innovation. Just like I told that Oppo and Vivo, they didn't done anything related to technical. They have not designed anything new. They worked on distribution network innovation so that they can well establish themselves in the market. So you have to identify that which thing, even if you are working in McD or Domino's, you can always innovate the various ways that how you can better satisfy your customers. And then economies of scale, I also gave example of Big Bazaar. They are not doing any technical innovations. All these are examples of non-technical innovations only. So you have to just pick that in which industry you are getting employed, or how you can improve yourself.
So you can have different business models, like innovation could be in terms of business models, which we can relate to, as you gave an example of Walmart. So Walmart is only they are giving you at a very low price, and their statistics is EDLP, so which is extremely low prices every day, right? So that is why they have become they're really a boom. Non-technical, it's only the way they are doing their business. It's a business model innovation. Kelly wants to know that innovation in life sciences it requires funding to meet the expenditure on account of materials. So how does IIC cater to it? One of the students, I think, there's some problem with the slide. Hello, Rajkumar ji. Rajkumar ji, okay, thank you so much. Yeah, Dheeraj, there's a question from our faculty member regarding how to, how does one get a financial assistance from IIC?
So financial assistance, I just told that I participating in various activities with
Just a moment.
Just
Rajkumar ji, is it fine now? Can we resume? I think it's okay, Dheeraj.
okay. So I just gave an example of NIC 2020. Okay, so Alzheimer band, I gave an example. Okay, so these kind of innovations, which may be related to life sciences or something like, you can always collaborate with other researchers and you can participate in contests like National Innovation Contest, and even if you can file patents. So which I have seen. Let me tell you clearly that before joining this IIC, I never had thought that I could file a patent, okay, or I should file a patent even. But after getting in touch with the network of all those people, I got motivation, and I found that, oh, okay, I can also do this. So now the next phase is that when you get funding or when you get involved in all these activities, you also develop your network and you also get support from MIC to get funding from other organizations, sister organizations like SERB, like DST. They also give you that way, and you can always put across that yes, I have got funding for example, NIC 2020 or in patent filing. So that would be considered as your major strength, and then you can go ahead.
So one of the students wants to ask, is there any eligibility criteria for joining MIC program? Yes, I think all of you can join. Being a part of this IIC, you can come up with your ideas, and we'll be holding workshops and we'll be telling you about hackathons whenever they happen. You can be a part of it. This is just a beginning, and whatever sir told you, we'll have everything in this college itself.
You just stay in touch with your IIC of your college. They will let you know all the things, and you can always opt for. There is nothing called eligibility. You should be
eligibility is you have to be interested in it.
Bas, that's the only eligibility.
You should have a zest of doing something different, coming out of your comfort zone, thinking out of the box. So boundary condition से निकल कर कुछ करना चाहते हो तो आपके लिए सब eligibility है. The only eligibility is to be able to come out of your box. Right, Dheeraj?
Bilkul, absolutely right. I like to highlight that the student who got this Alzheimer band funding, he was not interested to go to this NIC contest. He was telling me, sir, इतने बड़े वहाँ पे आए होंगे, मैं कहाँ से compete कर पाऊँगा? I cannot stand. I just said that there is no cost, कोई application fee नहीं है. Why not you just try? And he tried and he got all the motivation by just clearing first phase. After clearing first phase, his language was changed. No, sir, now I will try. And he went.
You get motivated. So the most important is not whether you fail or you succeed. It's to take your step forward in the journey. जब तक आप step नहीं लोगे, you will never reach the goal. So you have to take that step. So thank you so much, Dheeraj. It was indeed a very, very well articulated and well presented talk. I hope all the students, all the faculty members have had their share of insightfulness. And this is what can be seen from the chat box also. On that note, I would request all the participants to please switch on their videos so that we can have a group photograph. Some of us can switch at first go, then we can take a screenshot, and then next in 3-4 screenshots, we can have group photographs. Rashi, can you I'll also request other colleagues who were in the program to please switch on their cameras. I'll now switch off mine. Others can join in. राजकुमार जी 9 से ज्यादा नहीं आ रहे? Can't we have more than 9 in one frame?
Ma'am, on my screen I have nearly 30 participants visible, ma'am.
Okay, fine. That's fine. Then you could have taken
Yeah, I'll take it once everyone is visible.
So do we switch on the cameras? We had switched it off कि आप 2-3 बारी में ले लें अलग-अलग.
Yeah, students, please switch on your cameras. I'll take a screenshot.
I request all the students to kindly switch on your cameras.
I guess it's the right time for me to take a screenshot now, ma'am. I'm doing it.
हो गया?
Yeah, taken 2 screenshots, ma'am. I guess it's there.
Thank you so much, Rajkumar. On that note, I once again thank our speaker of the day, Dr. Dheeraj, the members of the organizing team, all my dear colleagues who were hand in hand with me in organizing this program, the student council, and especially Rashi. Rashi has put in the feedback link for the feedback form. I would request all the participants to please fill this feedback form. Those of you who fill this feedback form would be given a certificate of attending this webinar. And again, a big round of applause for Rashi Pandey, the student convener, and her team, who really did an awesome job in such a short span of time. And just to give you an information, we have next session on 16th July, same time 4 to 5. It would be on prototyping to product by Mr. Karamjeet Singh Bihola, who is the founder of Innodes Designs. So the poster or the flyer would be out soon, and students who want to be a member of this Student Council of Institution Innovation Council, please, you can either talk to your teachers. The names have already been announced by Rashi, or you can contact Rashi. So on that note, I once again thank all the participants, all my colleagues, dear colleagues, for making this program a huge success. And obviously, most importantly, our principal, Professor H.C. Jain, who is always so encouraging and supportive in helping us, in pushing us, in doing all this, in organizing such things. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Would anyone want to say something? Yogita? I think I have members. Yogita, Bedi ma'am.
Thank you very much, Dheeraj sir. It's a very innovative lecture. You have innovative, yeah.
Thank you, Dheeraj.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone,
sir.
and I'm quite hopeful that under the able guidance
Yeah,
of
and
Professor.
I forgot. Thank you so much for making our Google Classroom. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So
All
we'll
of you,
be,
please join.
yeah, we'll be in touch with that. So it will be a like we can collaborate on various issues on that.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dheeraj.
Thank you. All the best to IIC DDUC, and I'm not just hopeful but quite confident that under the able guidance of Dr. Ravinder ma'am and Professor Jain, you would be able to score at least 5-star rating.
Thank you so much for your wishes, really needed. Thank you so much for the encouraging words. So once again, thank you, Dheeraj, and we wind up now. Thank you, Rashi. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.